So if you're dealing with massive streams of real-time data, you absolutely know the struggle. How in the world do you ingest and process millions of events every single second without your entire infrastructure just buckling under the pressure? Well, that is exactly the problem Azure Event Hubs was built to solve. In this explainer, we're going to kick things off by unpacking that real-time data challenge. Then we'll dive right inside the Event Hub's architecture, put it head-to-head with Apache Kafka, check out its awesome features, and wrap it all up with security and the key takeaways. All right, let's jump right in. We need to start by framing the problem, the why behind a service like Event Hubs even needing to exist in the first place. I mean, just think about it for a second. Modern applications, IoT sensors, huge gaming platforms, they all generate this constant, nonstop stream of data. And we're not talking about a little trickle here. We're talking about telemetry from literally millions of sources, all trying to report in at the exact same time. So here's the real kicker. This isn't just about storing data. It's about capturing a relentless fire hose of information and actually making sense of it as it happens. Your traditional databases, your old school messaging queues, they just weren't built for this kind of scale and speed. They'd fall right over. And this is where Azure Event Hubs enters the picture. Let's get under the hood and break down its core components to see how it manages to tame this data deluge. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with an event. An event is really just a small packet of data. Could be a notification, could be a state change. The most important thing to remember here is that it's treated as an immutable fact. Once it's written, you can't change it. It's set in stone. Now, these events aren't just tossed into one giant bucket. No. They're written to things called partitions. The best way to think of a partition is like an ordered log file, a commit log, where new events are simply added to the end. It's a list that only ever gets longer. And this structure is what makes it so incredibly fast. By having multiple partitions, you get these parallel streams, and that's the secret sauce for achieving massive throughput. Okay, so you've got all this data pouring in. How do you actually read it? Well, that's where a consumer group comes in. And what's so brilliant about this is that it gives every single application its own separate view of the data stream. So you could have one app doing real-time analytics, another one archiving data to storage, and they won't step on each other's toes at all. Why? Because each one keeps its own offset, which is basically a bookmark that says, this is where I last left off reading. And this diagram right here, it just pulls everything we've talked about together perfectly. Look, on the left, you've got your producers, your apps, your devices, firing off events. In the middle, those events are getting spread across all those parallel partitions. And then on the right, you see completely different consumer groups, each one reading that same data stream independently. This decoupled, parallel design is the absolute key to its scale and flexibility. Now, if you've been working in this space for any amount of time, you have definitely heard of Apache Kafka. It's the big one. So the natural question is, how does Event Hubs stack up? Let's do a direct comparison. From a bird's eye view, the user model feels very similar. They're both partitioned event streaming platforms. But once you look under the hood, the architecture and maybe more importantly, the day-to-day operational experience are worlds apart. So when you look at this table, the thing that should really jump out at you is the operational difference. With Event Hubs, you get a fully managed multi-tenant service that scales and balances workloads for you automatically. It's 100% hands-off. With self-managed Kafka, on the other hand, you're on the hook for everything. Scaling up brokers, rebalancing partitions every time the load changes, managing a whole bunch of network endpoints. That management headache isn't just a hassle. It translates directly into higher costs and slower projects, because your team is busy being infrastructure admins instead of building cool stuff. And here is the absolute killer feature. Event Hubs provides a Kafka-compatible endpoint. What does that mean? It means you can take your existing Kafka apps, point them at Event Hubs instead of your own cluster, and they just work. You get to keep your code while ditching the cost and complexity of managing all that infrastructure yourself. But listen, Event Hubs is way more than just a front door for your data firehose. It's got some really powerful features that plug right into the rest of the Azure ecosystem. Take Event Hubs Capture, for example. With just a few clicks in the portal, you can tell it to automatically grab all your streaming data and save it directly to Azure Blob Storage or a data lake. This is absolutely fantastic for long-term data archiving or for feeding your big batch processing jobs. Another game changer is the integration with Azure Functions. You can build these serverless applications that just automatically wake up and run whenever a new batch of events arrives in your Event Hub. The platform handles all the tricky stuff, like scaling out more function instances when you get busy and making sure everything is balanced. This means you only pay for the compute you're actually using, making it an incredibly cheap and efficient way to process event streams. All right, let's start to wrap this up by taking a look at security and then hitting the most important points to remember. When it comes to security, Azure doesn't mess around. It uses what's called a defense in depth model. As you can see here, it's not just one thing. It's layers upon layers of protection, from threat protection way out on the edge to network security, access control, authentication, and finally, data protection right at the very core. And Microsoft puts its money where its mouth is. Get this, they invest over $1 billion a year in cybersecurity research and development. That's the level of enterprise-grade security you're getting, baked right in. So it's also really important to be clear about what Event Hubs is not. It's not a traditional pub/sub broker like Azure Service Bus, and it's not a discrete event router like Event Grid. Its job, its one true purpose, is to be the massively scalable front door for high-throughput event streams. So if you're going to remember just 4 things from all this, make it these. It's simple. You can build pipelines in a few clicks. It's secure by design. It's incredibly scalable, handling anything from megabytes to terabytes. And it's open, thanks to its support for standards like AMQP and, of course, the Kafka API. And all of this really leads to one final question for you. In a world where the volume of data is only going to keep exploding, is your current pipeline truly built to handle what's coming next? With a service like Event Hubs, you're building on a foundation that's ready to scale with you, no matter what the future throws at it.